Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of Vocal Essence and organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. We are here in the church in Guild Hall, this beautiful, beautiful room built in 1908, and the room that I know very well because this is where Vocal Essence and Plymouth Church choirs have rehearsals each week. Each day I've taken a different composer who has had a role to play with both organizations. Today it is the Canadian composer Healey Willan. Regarded as the Dean of Canadian composers, both a composer and an organist, he wrote more than 800 pieces of music, which is an astonishing thing. He was born in England, but at age 23, he moved to Toronto and remained in Toronto the rest of his life. He taught at the University of Toronto and for many years was the choirman at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Toronto. In the year that Queen Elizabeth was crowned, he was one of the composers invited to write an anthem for her coronation service. I love this quote that a critic says when writing about Healey Willan. He was English by birth, Canadian by adoption, Irish by extraction, and Scotch by absorption. I first knew of Healey Willan when I was in high school. I was fortunate enough to have a great choir director at Minnehaha Academy named Harry Opal. We did wonderful music all the time. And one of the pieces we did was by Healey Willan, a piece called An Apostrophe to the Heavenly Hosts. It was for double choir with a mystic chorus off on the side. And it was an amazing piece to learn. We loved it, and it was a thrilling, big, romantic, wonderful song. And it's a piece that I've done here at Plymouth Church and also with Vocal Essence. Today I'd like to play a piece of his that he wrote back in 1917 called How They So Softly Rest. And it's a beautiful poem by Longfellow, and what happens near the end is when it gets to it's moving in A flat, and then all of a sudden it says, and by the cypresses, and on the word cypresses we come to this new, elegant, wonderful A major chord, and then it says, until the angel calls them. And we move to E major for the angel, but finally we come back to the beautiful, restful A flat where we began. Music of Healey Willan. music of the Canadian composer Healey Willan. He was, of course, also an amazingly wonderful organist and wrote lots of music for organ. Music that is challenging, beautiful, and wonderful to play. I've done many of these pieces over all my years here at Plymouth Church on our wonderful Holt Camp organ. So I thought I need to make sure that Healey is represented with some of that organ music. So I'm going to play two short organ pieces. The first is an intermezzo that he wrote as a young person still living in England. And then one of the things that he did a lot was to take hymn tunes and do short preludes, introductions to them. And one of them was that hymn tune, Galop Zygot, which is the melody to the words, "Good Christians all rejoice." So I'm going to play the intermezzo and then his choral prelude. But to do that, I have to go to the organ.